Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Tom and Lori RV Live.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to another Tom and Lori. Boy.
Take three.
It's actually really take six.
It is.
Sunsets like a tangerine. Let's find a road we've never seen. Don't waste another mile or a minute not kissing me.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Welcome to another Tom and Lori RV Life top 7 list this time. And this week, it is our top 7
Pet
peeves.
What drives us up the wall?
Yep. We'll see if any of these bug you guys too.
Number 1.
Yeah, number 1 is really my biggest one, and that's when people drive way too fast in RV parks or campgrounds or even by your boondocking spot. There's no reason to have to drive so fast. The speed limits are usually about 5 to 10, maybe 15 once in a great while, miles per hour, but there's no reason to need to even go over that. There are people walking. There are people walking their dogs. There are kids playing. There are people just standing around chatting with everyone, having a nice, relaxed time. There's no need to go zoom.
Number 2, parking too close to somebody on BLM land. When you're out boondocking, out in the middle of nowhere, why do you come up and try to get right next to them when there's all this open land?
Yep.
Show some consideration. You're out there boondocking. You're out there to get away from everything and sometimes everybody, and you need that open space.
Yeah.
So,
If we wanted to be butted up next to somebody, we would go to an RV park, but we go boondocking so we can have the nice open areas and peace and quiet.
Number 3, people walking through your site, cutting through your site. If you're at an RV park or a campground, that is very rude. Use campground etiquette. Think about it. You don't do that. And even when you're out boondocking like this, out in the middle of nowhere, and somebody all of a sudden 50 yards away comes walking right next to your RV, it's like, why?
Or comes and parks right next to you just for like day use stuff, like to go on a hike or something when you're not at a trailhead. Or we've had an issue before where we were boondocking in a real legitimate camping spot, and these people said that it wasn't. It was just a parking area, and there were fire pits around. It was camping area.
So that's a pet peeve of ours.
Yeah.
Number 4, unattended campfires. You just see them smoldering and sometimes flaming.
Yeah, some roaring fires and nobody is there. They may be inside, but they're not at the fire tending to it, and a fire can get out of control so quickly. And this comes from a Nevada girl where wildfires are so prevalent and dangerous and just set off and spread so quickly. It really scares me when people aren't taking care of their campfires.
Number 5, not picking up your dog's poop. Pick it up. Don't just leave it lay there.
Yeah,
even out in an area like this, in BLM land where it's open and it's, what do you call it, desert, high desert, whatever you want to call it, pick up the poop. Don't leave it just because it's out in the open. And especially in a campground, in an RV park, don't try to sneak around it. Pick it up.
Yeah, there are places, RV parks, where we have stayed where they have actually provided the poo-poo bags and the little poo-poo trash cans for you to clean it up, and there's been poop like right next to those where they haven't even picked it up. It's like, seriously? Be a responsible pet parent.
Number 6, dogs off leash.
Yeah. And that can be a touchy situation, like when you're out on BLM land. You wanted to be able to let your dogs run and go
get some exercise.
Get some exercise and stuff. But if there are other dogs around, it's really not a good idea. we had an instance with Bear with a dog coming running up to her, and she was on leash, thank goodness, because we don't know how she's going to act at another dog that's charging towards her. So we held on. We've got her on a harness, and it's for your dog's safety as well. And
needs to be on leash.
Yeah.
Period. Your dog needs to be on leash.
Yeah.
Most counties have leash laws anyway.
This is true.
Number 7 is basically yours. 7th pet peeve.
Yeah, bad laundry room etiquette. So when you go into a campground laundry or any laundromat, but mostly when they're in RV parks or campgrounds, be responsible. Here we go again with responsible. Just be kind and clean out your washing machine if it has hair or sand in it, and clean out your lint traps, and don't leave your clothes sitting in the washer or dryer half an hour after it ended when somebody else is waiting to use it. I usually set my phone timer a few minutes ahead of time so that I'm there right when the machine stops, so that nobody is waiting for me afterwards.
So there's our 7 pet peeves for full-time RVing.
Are we just
for
being
us.
snobby or picky? Tell us,
Are
let
we
us
too
know.
picky? Let us know in the comments below,
Yeah.
and add to some of ours if you've got some
Yeah,
extra
what are
ones.
yours?
What are your pet peeves? If you're full-timing, if you're part-timing, and you're out at a campground or you're out BLM camping.
Yeah, do part-timers get peeved at full-timers?
Yeah. Let us hear about it.
Yeah, let us know.
So that's our 7. I do have one bonus one.
A bonus one.
Yes.
One
Okay.
more.
This is mine. If you're out BLM camping, if you're out on, maybe you're in an RV park or a campground and your neighbors are having a happy hour and they don't invite us. That's a pet peeve of mine. They're out there hooping and hollering and having a good time, and beep, 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 and we're just kind of sitting there like this watching them going, hello, we're right here.
That hasn't really happened, except for maybe once in the very beginning. We had a very young couple parked next to us, and they were always partying.
One time they offered me a beer.
All hours of the night.
So there's our pet peeves. We had 7. What do you have? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for subscribing. If you're a brand new subscriber,
Welcome.
There's a lot of you. Welcome
Yeah,
to the channel. Welcome to our goofy journey.
Thank you so much for subscribing, too. And if you haven't clicked the little bell, please do so that
Ding
you will be
dong.
notified whenever we publish a new video.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Do you think we got through it this time?
I hope so. This was like about our 6th take. See ya!
Life is short, make it sweet.
Oh no. Did you hit? I mean, the way this thing is moving. No, it needs to be in the corner.
Okay, we'll look at the light.
Okay, then
Can't
let's
do
go
it in
back
the
in the
corner.
sun. So why were you the same height as me this time?
Because I was up on a hump.
Oh, Lori was humping.